Absolutely. Good evening, everybody, and so welcome to see all of you. And yes, Ayaz is so right. It's so ironical that we have our devices with us, some of us on our mobile phones, on different gadgets, and yet we're going to talk about an addiction. That's the word we used. Uh, Quickly, since some of you are already here and I see some faces which really brightens me up, it's People Connect that makes it. So I have three questions for you, randomly three questions. Let me see how Gen Z relevant you are. What's the word of the year that was coined last year, which was meant for people who just keep on, on being on the mobile screens and keep watching anything? You can unmute, you can use your chats. So before we even get started, what's the word of the year? Oh, I love the word, Said bhai. It's skibbity. Well, it's not skibbity toilet though, but yes, we should know what skibbity is. Look at the young ones always smiling around. I like your GK though. The word of the year last year, the year before that was manifest, and this year was something very starts. I'll give you a hint. It starts with B, and then some kind of uh, rotting that goes in your brain. I give you the hint. Oh, thank you so much, Shazia. My spouse says brain rot, and I have to agree that it is brain rot the year. What's another word? So I said three questions to start with. What's another word that's for mindless scrolling? Now, brain rot is what happens to you, but what is it when you keep scrolling and very much the word is related to your late night scrolling? Ayaz knows it very well. It's doomsday or doom scrolling. Wonderful. I think you all are pretty equipped. My last question, difficult one now. All right. So our level of you know how to say difficulty level. If you do this, you are absolutely superb. What's the word used for an idea that you suddenly feel your mobile phone rang or you got a notification or a vibration which did not happen? The word for, you keep hearing these sounds. What's the word for that? Ghost something. I ask you, very close, very close. I like it. So there is I like the word. No, we had a comic hallucinating. Absolutely, hallucinating is a good. Thank you so much. There is someone who knows phantom vibrations. It says, and he's so right. I think if I had a gift to you, I'll give you. You got two or three out of three. Phantom is basically, I only thought of Phantom as the comic book hero before Avengers came in. Phantom had a horse or a dog which was Ghost. So Ayaz, you aren't very far away, but it's called phantom vibration. You imagine the vibration. So these are the three words that will build up an entire webinar around. It's very light-hearted. I hope not to be very preachy, because I personally believe, I had a very good friend, Sapna, message me and she said, mobile addiction, really? You? I said, no, mobile an extension of our lives, but that does not mean that we cannot de-addict or demobile ourselves the way you deworm yourself or your pets. So the point about this webinar, all of you, and good evening for those who just joined in, we just started a little game, is called Unplug to Recharge. Very ironical, very strange, right? Where you are asking yourself that if I were to recharge your mobile phone or your laptops and devices, instead of plugging in, I am unplugging myself. And that is the premise we're going to talk about it. No, I did not mention anything of skibbity. Skibbity toilet is for those who have young kids and you know what's going on the internet or YouTube. These are memes, these are trends. They come and they go, like the love sign from BTS's, and Korea has gone to Japan now. Anime has taken over. Ghibli art has gone to something else. Things change very fast in the world of technology today. Are you equipped is the entire webinar about. For those of you who've been here for the first time, those of you who probably know us, when we do a seminar, we want to just talk to you about simple things, no preaching, simple ideas. I am Dr. DawoodVaid. Most of us are on some WhatsApp groups, others, some of us on 10 WhatsApp groups, perhaps. That's the life we live in. I also run an academy called the Golden Sparrow Hub Schooling and Academy, which is a micro school here in Navi Mumbai. I love quizzing. I love horses. Love to travel. I call myself the reluctant Ibn Battuta. And if you wish to talk more about SDG goals, well, that's what I do. We also have an online school, and we have almost around 200 students out there. We follow the IGCSE curriculum in the online program, and then we move towards NIOS for my 10th and 12th. A lot of time my work is to go around the country, remove the stereotypes, the myths that these online schoolers or open schoolers have. And I'm so proud to say some of the students have gone on to do the engineering, some are in UK, some are in India. And that's what Open Skies, Golden Sparrow, Sone Ki Chidiya is all about. So that's so much about what I do. And welcome again to the webinar. Hopefully, in the next 40 minutes, I'm going to share something with you very interesting, something that will you find relevant, something that I hope you will be happy to hear. When I did this workshop, as every workshop that I probably try to do, I pick up a book and read. Well, now this is not ironical, right? When I wanted to tell you about how to de-addict yourself or unplug yourself from your mobile phone, well, the only thing I knew was to pick up a book. So the entire webinar, by the time you finish this webinar, you should go yourself and pat yourself in the back because आपने एक पूरी किताब पढ़ ली. You would have finished one entire book. This is a very beautiful book by Catherine Price. She's written a book about how to break up with your phone. So all those heartbreaks we're talking about, this is what I'm going to use. So sorry, I just go a little back and we'll talk about it. Meanwhile, before I get started, I'm seeing a lot of people here, a lot of activities. You can always send your questions, suggestions. I ask a question, you can write something up. Hopefully, usually webinars are very monotonous. I don't know how webinars work. This is a virtual world we live in, but at least I like to hear you. I like to talk to all of you. Get started, deep dive with a simple question. Real statistics that we're talking about. On an average, a person checks their mobile phones 47 times a day. तीन और कर लेते तो विराट कोहली की हाफ सेंचुरी हो जाती. My goodness. So quick question to all of you. How many times do you think you check your mobile phone? Like, just check it up and we'll decode it and we'll do it. So I'll just unshare it for a minute and I'll go back and ask you this question. How many times do you think you share your mobile phones? Okay, let me come back to quickly check on your numbers before I go ahead. My goodness, there's so many notifications I send as well. Ayansh, thank you so much about the brain rot. Every social media will remove brain rot. I think, all right, we've got 10 here as a number, 2025, which is more reasonable. 60 to 70, Saeed, let's go and make a century together. Not counted, maybe 25. No, Madhyam, we're not talking about an hour. We're talking about an entire day. And it is interesting, isn't it? We do not realize how rooted we are on our mobile phones. So there is a trick that they say is break it down. Break it down to what number do you think you check your mobile phone in a day? Interesting. How often do you spend time on a mobile phone? In an hour now. So in an hour, probably I pick up my mobile phone 5 times. That is 5 into, let's remove 8 hours of sleep. I still have got, 15. 5 into 15, go ahead. It's almost 75. Maybe we aren't realizing how often we are on our mobile phones. That's the whole idea, and this is not something to scare you. This is the whole idea of the workshop, is to tell you that this is what we do. By the way, we are on a mobile phone. They say, where is my slide? Go ahead. Let me quickly restart the browser, please. So some of you, it's a challenge now. I'll just have to read to the browser. I'm sorry. Most of you probably cannot see my mobile screen, so let me just do the. It is said that we spend 8 hours on our phones daily. If you're looking at sleeping for 8 hours, which I hope you do, we are spending at least 1/3 of our waking life on a mobile phone. So that's a large number we're looking into. That's a huge jolt that we've got. Stay here. Some technical issues that I need to re-log in probably so that I can share my screen. And I've created the screen. Hopefully we should get that back. Murphy's law says something has to go wrong, will go wrong. And it says, if I can't, don't go away. I'm logging in again in a minute. I am good, get 9 hours of sleep, and I'll just re-log in into this particular slide again. So give me a minute. Thank you for telling me technology has its glitches. Yes. So we are just taking these stats. We're just looking into some of these actual numbers. Let me give you one more number. So with that's all, we'll go to two. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? 90% of us, if you even either way, for the night owls, half of the people check their phones in the middle of the night. We do that. We always have it. There is a statistics. I'll probably leave it for some marital counseling, but people do check the mobile phone after some of the most important things in their lives. And then 80% of people check their mobile phones immediately after waking up, or at least hygienic value. They brush their teeth and check out the mobile. Some even don't do that. I'm not here to tell you who are we doing right or wrong. I'm here to tell you what can I do to make a little bit of difference in my life. That's about it. Not that I want to take away the mobile phones. That's not my intention. I probably want to help myself and you. Yes, thank you. There are two kind of people. I've already got two birds, Saeed and Pramila ma'am, lark and owl, and both of us are on a mobile phone. The next 20 minutes, I'll break it down into part one, which is called wake up. And part two, I'll do break up. So all of you who have a strong heart, let's wake up and look at what we are doing. 3 points, very simple points on what is an important part of a mobile phone. And all of these are text from this beautiful book. It says you are in a toxic relationship. I love this idea of the author telling us that our relationship with a mobile phone is a toxic relationship. It's not a very healthy relationship. What do you do when you're in a toxic relationship, my friends? What do? You stay? And which is a sad part of today's life. Some of us do not want to give up on the relationship we've got. So most of us are on our mobile phones, what we call as a FOMO, the fear of missing out. We are so easily intimidated. We are so easily challenged by the idea that if I'm not on my mobile phone, I'm missing out. And you know what are you missing out? You're missing out on a photo that anyway will reach out to you from 10 other groups. Your phone is like clingy ex partner. Well, I don't have exes, so don't worry. But it's draining your soul and your time. It is the kind of relationship. If you were in a mobile toxic relationship, what would you do? Would you stay back or would you leave? And that's the question we need to ask ourselves. If your mobile was a person, would you break up with that person? Who knows? Would you? Do you care? Think about it. So I'll do a case study. Who are you spending a lot of times with is very relevant. What's the kind of work that you are asking your mobile to do? There was this beautiful Turkish, Golesta Sadi. It's a beautiful story in Turkey, which says that there were three different kind of, Turkish baths are very popular. They're called the hammams. And it's a story which says there was a mud, a clay, a rock, a stone somewhere, and it was water around. So the rock asked the mud, how is it? You are a mud. We both come from the same place, from all this dirt around. And yet, you smell so good. And the mud, it's a lovely story. It says, you see, I spend time with the flowers, the roses, and it's a company that gives me what I am today. And this made a lot of sense to what's your company? Remember, as a child, bachpan mein humko kaha jata, write a book, and I said, books are the best company you have. You spend time in library. Ask, a good research done. Nine out of 10 college students were asked where is the library. 9 did not do that. They all knew where the labs are. They didn't know the college library. Who spends time in library? Because the only reason you used to go to library perhaps was to meet somebody. Today you meet people online. This is a difference that we are creating. It's not about your mobile phone. It's a relationship that you shared with your mobile phone that's toxic. And this is what we're saying. Perhaps rethink your relationship. So are you feeling guilty now? What I just told you is I did not give you any solution so far. The book starts with that. First, it says, be guilty yourself. Remove the guilt. It's not your fault. Mobile phones are designed this way to attract you. My goodness, the entire Zuckerberg family, entire Facebook is sitting there. There is an entire team only to look at the how good the thumb should be. If you put a thumb in such a small screen, does it still look attractive enough? The notification sound, the ping sound that you hear is designed to be very rhythmic to your ear. It is something that releases your dopamine. So that's what mobiles are doing. So please do not feel guilty if your mobile phone is pushing you. You don't check your phones, my friend, the phone checks you. I'm sure none of you have gone into a casino except Pramila ma'am, right? She's got a lot of money out there. But that's what casinos do. That's what slot machines are meant to be. Slot machines, the house always wins. If you've watched enough of our old heroes movies, especially Brad Pitt and people like him, George Clooney, yes, some of my friends know them. You know the house always wins, or you have to be extra smart. You have to be brilliant. That's what mobiles are today. Mobiles are the modern day slot machines. They're built with a dopamine rush. It's like telling me don't go near the fridge, or if you open the fridge and there's a piece of cheesecake, by the way, it should be red velvet cheesecake, you shouldn't be able to resist. I cannot resist it. That's what they're doing. There are researchers sitting. Ocean 11, thank you so much. Pramila, it came from all your spendings to Las Vegas. But the point is, you are in the midst of this entire battle where you are the consumer. Your brain, your attention, your space is a consumer. So now, what's my solution? Very quickly, we'll do the solution in the breakup part. But for all of you right now, where else do you get a dopamine rush? If picking up my Facebook and Instagram gives me a dopamine rush, please find a different way for a dopamine rush. People get dopamine rush in exercises, in meeting people, talk about it, in driving a car, in listening to some songs, in perhaps talking, in putting your own reels. Can you become a consumer? If you are someone who is very active on, say, Instagram, could you put a reel every day and tell yourself, I will not watch more than 10 reels if I don't have something enough to contribute? That's the kind of thing. You see, today, the biggest minds of today is the mind. No more oil and water game. The cyber attacks. So I'll tell you a story, a lovely story. I love talking about stories about a man who had just 1 month to leave his factory. The company did not treat him very well. So all he did is he had this wheelbarrow, like these small carts you have in your DMart, and he used to pick up the wheelbarrow and take out a small box like this, a small box. He would fill it with sawdust, and you're not allowed to take anything. So thank you so much if you're not on Insta. Good luck, right? But what he did is the guard stopped him. He said, "No, you're not allowed to take this. What are you carrying?" He said, "It's just sawdust. Ek mahine baad main chhod dunga. I want some memory, so I'm carrying some dust with me." The watchman said, "Fine." He did the same thing next day. One wheelbarrow, put the box there, and they checked it. Third day, fourth day, fifth day, 10th day, and the watchman is like, "What are you even carrying? Sawdust every day in a dabba?" And by the end of 1 month, the watchman told him something very interesting. He says, "Look, I had to stop you, but I found you very funny. For 25, 30 days, you're only carrying a box with some dust inside. कुछ एक अच्छी चीज ले जाते तो मैं तुमको रोकता तो नहीं. I would have not stopped you had you picked something valuable also. I know the company did not pay you your way of getting back." And the man who was leaving the company, he smiled. He said, "For 30 days, I stole one wheelbarrow every day. You were only focused on the small box." That's what we are doing. Our mobile phones are not letting us know that they are stealing such large piece of our attention. It's not the immediate attention. Even after it, you aren't concentrating. Your screen time reduces your attention time, your valuable talk time. You aren't able to hold conversations today. People aren't able to listen to each other today. You have become less empathetic. You can't read a book or look at a nature. Why? Because you were focusing on the box and someone else was taking your steel cards away. That's what addiction does. So there is this, I asked some questions around. There is a concept called zombie scrolling syndrome. Look at it. You pick up your phone to check the time, all right? So there is my mobile. I want to check the time. And you end up on Instagram 20 minutes later without even remembering why did you pick up the phone. You are a zombie. All those zombie movies, don't wait for the zombies coming. They are right there. Michael Jackson says, "The man in the mirror." You are that person. Isn't it amazing? Ask yourself this question next time you're watching a mobile phone. When you're on your 10th Instagram reel, do you remember what the first one was? Okay, question here. When somebody, thank you, Ayaz, it's so nice that technology restricts on children's use of technology because they don't understand. There's a movie called is that Social Network? Please watch it. Brilliant movie. Social Network is a great movie. Quick word. Your teenage sons and daughters, your friends are sending you reels. There's a word for it. What is it called? So, suddenly I open up my Instagram and I've got 5 reels from all my daughters around. What is that word called? Quick, come on. All smart people out there. Memes, no, Madhya ma'am, there's a better word. Memes are what they're sending, but what is the word called for? I love the fact that I appreciate the fact you're answering. What is the word called? It's a word derived from penguins. Penguins, when they love each other, they pick up a rock or a stone. There's a different word, I'm not using the word, and they give to each other. This is what our teens are doing. They pick up small pebbles. So the word is called pebbling. So next time your son, daughter, even your spouse sends you a pebble, which is a reel, it's a show of love. A lot of us adults don't realize this is how they love us. This is how they love us. Sometimes you get irritated. Oh, they are sending you something appreciated. That's their way of saying they will not send you a card anymore. Archie's is all lost and gone. I don't even. Last time, when did you pick up a birthday card for somebody? This is pebbling, and if you want to understand them, you have to appreciate them. You have to be a part of the world. But anyway, zombie scrolling is real. Zombie scrolling also is a scrolling you do late night. There are two ways people end up in this: boredom and opportunity. If you're bored, you pick up a mobile phone, and you have opportunity because no one's checking you on, you do that. Remove your boredom, get into something else. So this is what we're doing. The solution is being mindful. Your phone is charging your brain. Do you realize the screen I'm showing you? I was very specific. It's a very complicated screen. It's unlike some of my workshop. There are too many things going on. It's too bright. It's not assorted. The colors are here and there. That's what mobile does to you. Can you take a deep breath? Can you be mindful? Open up your minds. Go out. Spend 5 minutes away. Tell you, it's called ZPD in education terms, zone of proximal development. The moment the person you stay away with, the moment you stay away with mobile phone, the urge is less. See, men are so happy going to office because they stay away from the vibes. How happy they are going to a football match, right? Stay away from your mobile phones. You will not have the urge. The urge is when you're close to your mobile phone. Stay away. Oh my goodness, that's it. The third thing in understanding wake up is thumbs up. You can't change what you can't measure, right? Or should I say thumbs down? This is Facebook thumbs up, right? Today, Netflix, Google, every single organization survives on data. I am asking you, what's your data? How stressed are you, my friends? Do you know your stress count? Tell me how many times you pick up out of, in an hour, how many times you pick up your mobile phone? How many times? That is your stress number. So in an hour. So I pick up mobile phone, 5 minutes later I pick up my mobile. Average, you pick up your mobile phone 12 times. Maximum limit earlier was 10. I usually say 1 out of 10. Imagine, yes, Tasneem ma'am. And now imagine my stress ratio is 12. If you tell me 20, I'll believe it. 50, I'll believe it. Now, can we do one thing by reducing our stress count? So what I'm going to do is, this is a beautiful rule I love from the book. So I always say, हम सारी चीज नहीं सीख सकते. हम उतनी चीज सीखें. Maybe one thing you learn from this webinar. One thing. I learned this when I read the book. I said, it says pick up your mobile phone, spend as much time as you want, not doom scrolling, not zombie scrolling, but spend time and don't pick up once you keep the phone down. The problem is, I take a phone, I keep it down, I'm talking to you, again I pick it up, just to take the same WhatsApp message. Again, I keep it down, again. I am in a movie theater and people are watching mobile phones out there. How silly of them. They are grumbling on mobile phone. I'm fighting with a rickshaw fellow and I'm on a mobile phone. So, if you can reduce your count, if not by half, by 10, 20%, not picking a mobile phone is a solution. There is a beautiful case study. The fact that today, our thumbs are stronger than our brains. Why? Because that's what you do. The difference between us and an ape, a chimpanzee, is the opposable thumbs. You have two thumbs on two ends. You can use them. That's what we are doing. We are thumbing our way to numbness. Thumbs are making us numbs. I don't want you to eklavya and cut your thumb away. Boy, that is scary, right? But can you start realizing that you don't have to use your thumb? The typing part. And I know we are living, very true, we are living in two worlds, the virtual worlds. Do not carry mobile on your hand. Brilliant, Pramila ma'am. I think, if you're too addicted, you have the zip lockers. You have time lockers. I don't want you to be extreme that way, but that's what you meant, and you're so right. The closer I have, the more intentional I am in using it. Think about it. So this is what we did. Very simple. I mean, this is it. You have learned to wake up. We have spoken about data. All I'm saying is this is what the key to is data. We spoke about few things. If I could get some of you write down what you just did. We woke ourselves up. We said, hold on, can I keep mobiles far away? Can I go out and do something? And we'll talk about in breakup. Can I probably not pick up a mobile phone? If I pick up, I'm more intentional. I don't do zombie scrolling. Go ahead, impress your friends. I'm learning a lot of Gen Z words, by the way. How is the riz? Give me some tea. Yeah. Oh, drip. 6, 7. All my kids are teaching me. Another word is learning on mobile. We learn pebbling. Pebbling is not bad, right? Pebbling is something your kids show love to. Don't go and say, oh, you are on Instagram all the time because they send you this thing. Oh, thank you, Bashir, sir. You told me what a thumbs down looks like. Any questions so far? You can put it out, you can spell it out, you can write it down, and we take the last 10-15 minutes of our webinar. Anything? Oh, another wonderful advice I'll give you. The book says that. And I don't know. My wife doesn't need that advice. Don't overcharge your mobile phone. Don't always keep it 100%, it seems. The moment you see a mobile phone coming down to say 30-40%, that's the time you say, okay, it needs a rest time. I love that idea. Mobile jails. Wow. You have a basket in a home and everybody puts their mobile out there. It's called a mobile jail. I would love to have a mobile jail. How amazing are small suggestive ideas. And the ones whose mobile ring the first has to do a truth or a dare. Can it become a conversation starter in our homes is what we are working on. So let me quickly run through my last part and do the breakup of a mobile phone. And before I do a breakup, I need to charge my mobile phone, my laptop. Give me a minute. I'll just put those. Any questions, suggestion, go ahead. Well, I'm not keeping them fully charged, by the way. Okay, here we go. So far, so good. Let's do the breakup. I mean, Bashir sir, if you want, you can leave now because you have enough breakups in college. I don't want to put you in more trouble. But other than that, let's stay back. Okay, what's breakup now? What are we going to do in a mobile phone is how can I stay away? Don't smash the screen the way I've shown on your on the PowerPoint. It says redesign your environment. Look at my screen. I repeated what I said. It's complicated. It's over colorful. It's overstimulated. Can I reduce it? Can I make it lesser? Can I have less? Your wallpapers. Can you do something like buying a real alarm clock? If the only reason you are getting addicted to a mobile phone is to watch your time, a wristwatch will do, right? I don't even need a mobile phone. I need alarms, and I do need. But alarms, the best part of the alarm is they still ring in an airline mode. Wow. Have your mobile seen airline mode every day? Your mobile needs to fly. This is a beautiful suggestion in the book, right? Right. Get a new one, please. Yomatia ma'am. We are not looking at OnePluses and Google phones or iPhone 17, by the way. They have good pictures. But airline mode is a blessing on a mobile phone. That's exactly what happens when you fly in an airline. You are not reachable. And believe me, will you? If somebody has to reach you for an urgent thing, they will reach you. They have my wife's number, they have my mother's number, they have someone else's number. They will ring your bell in your house if they have to reach you. Your mobile is not a constant message reminder to you. Please. So next time, this is a suggestion. I love it. How often is your mobile on an airline mode? Can you start with half an hour every day? And you'll forget it. And you realize half an hour becomes 2 hours and you didn't need your mobile phone. The second thing is out of sight, out of mind. Keep your phone away from, even if it means to go on a bathroom. If you have a problem charging your phone, find a new charging spot. That's the whole idea. Find a charging spot in your kitchen. Find a charging spot in your bathroom, not where you are sleeping. They say, right? Bedrooms not for watching TV. It is for intimacy. It is for rest. It is a place which you call your own. It's your cave. So your mobile phone need not be. And I'm sure we live in Mumbai. I mean, we have bigger hearts in our homes. I'm not asking you to throw away a mobile phone, but further away. Your lives, my friends, are what you pay attention to. किस पे आप ध्यान देते हो? मोबाइल पे के बीवी पे, मोबाइल पे के बच्चों पे, मोबाइल पे के आसपास, मोबाइल पे के अपने आप पे, अपनी पर्सनालिटीज पे. एक quote था, I love that quote. It says, oh Srividya ma'am, I know with a trainer like you, every night your mobile is in airline mode. Brilliant. And that is when you're traveling. That is when you're dreaming. That is where you're preparing. No wonder people appreciate your session. So brilliant. And we're waiting for your one. I love this quote which I was about to tell you. Too many selfies, too little knowledge of the self. मैं repeat कर रहा हूँ. Too many selfies. Like that? That's what you do, my teenagers? Too little knowledge of the self. हम कब अपने आप को जानेंगे? So that's your first part of what I said about mobile phones. Staying away, redesign your environment. And being a teacher, I'll give you the Palau's classic experiment, the dog and the bone. Palau was a Russian scientist. What he did is, we all know, if you know, I will remind you, he used to have some food for the dog and he will ring a bell. So the dog, over a period of time, realized, bell के बाद मुझे खाना मिलेगा. Ting! Food. Ting! Food. And the dog would start salivating. It will start frothing. It knows the food is coming. Then what Paulo did is, I don't know if he loved animals or not, but he removed the food and he would only have the bell. The bell comes, the dog is already salivating. The dog is already anticipating. Do I even have to explain what the bell means in our phone? What is the ring, ping, ding tells us? The moment ring comes, ting, ping, and you are already salivating. Of all the things that you saw, एक छोटा सा emoji आया, किसी ने smiley भेज दिया. For that, you broke your attention. For a teenager, for a child who's studying, the moment I break my attention, go to my mobile phone, first I might be doing doom scrolling. Number two, to get back the attention is so difficult. So now, please, if you have notifications, this is something everyone should do it. Remove the sound, please. No life ever depends on a WhatsApp notification. No, Zomato says hungry kya? Remove Zomato hungry kya notification. Please book the moment you ask me 3 baje is hungry kya? There was a stand-up comedian. It says hungry kya, and I felt hungry, and Zomato said we don't service. Fir bola kyun? And he had the first choice of cuss words. Do not become a dog in this overcrowded, noisy, sad word, difficult word but yes, let's not be the experimental dog in a mobile phone. So please remove the notification, especially when the notification scrolls down. Suddenly you have a message which is not required. And please, this is something very nice. Somebody wrote a beautiful, Ayansh, thank you so much. Kid was his favorite basketball player. The player asked, what's your favorite cartoon? He said, YouTube. And the player said, no cartoon. Well, okay, cartoon does not have ads. Fair enough. I mean, yes, it is taking away your attention. हमने शुरू में इसके बारे में बात की, the phantom vibration. Do you often feel? Sometimes it feels your phone's ringing and it's not the phone. Your brain is wired this way. It's like you listen to certain noises. सुबह उठने के पहले मम्मी की आवाज गूंजती है, मम्मी तो बोल भी नहीं रही अबे. Some of you did that. At least we grew up with that. And I'm not here to tell you something. This is a quote from the book. The goal is not to throw your phone in the sea. You can if you wish to. It is to stop acting like it is your oxygen tank. You can breathe without a mobile phone. That's the whole idea. And that's the goal of this workshop. Okay, quick solution, practical solution. In the last 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about it. We always have very time webinars. Delete any 3 apps right now. Go ahead, delete it. It's okay. No, not WhatsApp, of course. And please don't delete Google Meet, but delete. Go ahead. Any 3 apps that can you delete? Can you? Or at least, take your time, make a note of it. 3 apps. It could be the ones you've not used for a long time. Maybe Zomato rakhiye, Swiggy delete kijiye. No, nothing against Swiggy. I just love Deep Goel so much. Paytm dala hai, Google Pay bhi dala hai, one of them. Or the bank app or the fitness app. Oh, we never used the fitness app. Or some app you downloaded, McDonald's app. Just delete it. 3 apps. Can you do it? Do you have the courage? Can you? I would love to see that. Can anybody share what are the apps they deleted? Before my screen's gone bonkers again. Hold on. Where did I go? Yeah, here we are. I'll stop the screen share. Again, I may have to log in, but it's fine, isn't it? That's what phones are meant for. Okay, let me quickly read what are the apps someone deleted. Absolutely, Said. So beautifully. The apps that haven't, but at least let your phone be less busy. Problem, you delete Instagram. How will you watch how will I become an influencer anymore? My goodness. I love that. Said, so beautiful. The ones that are worth deleting, perhaps are those, but at least can we stop? Can we mute them? Can we choke them? Can we not allow them to talk to us when we don't want them to talk to us? That's the idea. Somebody wrote some very interesting mobile apps that you deleted. What did you delete? Sheen. I have no idea what Sheen is. AI Marvelous Savannah. I'm so proud. These were not even worthy. Thank you, Bashir sir. Tawakkalna and Trendoil, Amazon. And did you delete your Bumble, Bashir sir, and Tinder? Delete them also, please, sir. Samsung Fitness. Thank you so much. And Google Drive. Or maybe you don't need Meet. I'm so glad. I am glad The tech companies will not like us, but at least we're achieving something. The point number two, quickly going to my screen again, which has how many times you pick up the phone, which we discussed that, and it is an indicator हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं. Oh, Tasneem ma'am, you have no Zomato, no Swiggy, no Zepto. आप जिंदगी कैसे जिएंगे? That's what we think now, right? Without Zepto, what will you do? Well, good for you. I think you're going for healthy part. I think you are becoming healthy. Again, I'll just log off and log in because my screen's kind of stuck. And give me a minute. Until then, keep deleting the apps and we're not going anywhere. Facebook Messenger, Said sir. Congratulations, hats off. Keep writing on. I'll just come. So
Brother, we can't hear you. I think we lost audio.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, what I said was not worth hearing, so it's okay. All I said is I'm proud that we are listening to each other. We are doing some work, and it's a noisy world out there. So I just said that I hope we can delete. 3 मैंने number दिया, आप 3 से ज़्यादा भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Last 2 points is rebuild your attention span. Do you get bored in a day? Please get bored. Do you daydream? Please daydream. हमको पहले कहा जाता था, घोड़े चलाते बाहर जाके. Our teachers say, right? Today it's time we tell our children, जाओ घोड़े चलाओ. Build castles in there. We've forgotten the idea. There was a prompt engineering course I attended on ChatGPT, and the biggest challenge is give them Leonardo, very good tool. Give them any of the tools to make images, and the only thing they can think of, cat on a moon. I said, इसके आगे कुछ सोचो. They can't think. Our kids cannot think of good prompts. Sad part. Find phone-free moments. Eat without your phones. It goes without saying. Please. In France, there is something called slow food campaign. America has fast food. French have slow food. Chew the meal. The texture. Just be gentle about your food. Okay, can you wait in a line without scrolling? I don't think I can. It's difficult. I'm being honest with you, but it is what it is. So rebuild. I love this part. This child is very cute, except then when it is your own. Phones are designed to be toddlers, loud, demanding, and impossible to ignore. रिसर्च कहता है कि बच्चों की आवाज के अंदर किड्स नॉइस इज नॉट नाइस, इट्स इरिटेटिंग. अगर बच्चों की आवाज अच्छी होती ना, यू नेवर पिक अ चाइल्ड क्राइंग. You let it cry. It's so soothing. It is not nice. It's irritating. Mobile phones are like those toddlers. Really interesting, isn't it? We never thought of it that way. Mobile phones are meant to be loud. They are meant to be demanding. They are impossible to ignore. हमारे बच्चे तो बड़े हो गए हैं, हम कब होंगे? क्योंकि हमारे मोबाइल्स तो नहीं होने वाले. They are only becoming better, more research oriented, more difficult. And the last part of it, rekindle real relationships. Find a friend, spend time with your spouse, tell stories to each other, go out. I hate when a webinar or a workshop exceeds its time. We are time strapped. Unfortunately, time management के नाम पे हम clock management करते हैं. So go back. In Arabic, there is a concept called barakah. Barakah is intangible. It stretches your time. We have no blessing. But loose word, English word is blessing. Our times have no blessing. Can you imagine? Albert Einstein said that in relativity. He got a Nobel for it. What about us? So all of the pointers I'm just reading out. Remember the last time you got bored? If you haven't got bored, please get bored. Go ahead. Enjoy the boredom. Enjoy a cup of coffee seeing the rains. Go ahead, cook a meal. I did something. People were like, okay, it's just nuts, but at least I made some nuts. Aap kya bana rahe ho? And I love this. I love this. Stop fubbing, all of you. I'm talking to you. Stop looking at your mobile phones. Stop checking your WhatsApp and Instagram feed. That's called fubbing. Sorry, I don't mean to be mean. Fubbing is when somebody's talking to you and you're busy actively engaging on your mobile phone. I'm not reading your comments. I'll run through it and I'll end it, and then I'll read and interact with you. Fubbing. I told you pebbling, which is not bad. Fubbing is haram. Fubbing is bad. It is when you talk to each other and you look at your mobile phone. We fub when we are On our dining table. We fub when we talk to adults. We fub when we talk to our parents. If allowed, school teachers fub when people are talking workshops. Don't fub. Fubbing is a word, real word. So I'll leave you with this case study of this man. I love him. If you know who is Khabi Lame, he's called the modern day Charlie Chaplin, an immigrant from Africa, Ghana, comes to Italy without saying anything. He created an empire. कभी कभी आपको ना नॉइस की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, कभी कभी आपको चिल्लाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, कभी कभी शायद आवाज को नीचे कर देना तब लोग सुनते हैं. Lower down the volumes. Don't have too much high ringtones. Pay attention, it's okay. Change the ringtones of people. And trust me, lock your phones. Phones should not run you. You should run your phones. So, all of you, thank you so much for being part of it. I'm just quickly recapping. If I unshare my screen, then I can see all of you. Probably then I won't be able to share it up. The presentation is yours. The recording is yours. Just message me, mail me. I'll give it to you. Talk to people. We spoke about two parts. Wake up, where we said accept you are in a toxic relationship with your mobile phone, right? It's not your fault. Mobile phones are like slot machines, and just be mindful. Then we spoke about breakup, where redesign your environment. Charger को दूर कर दीजिए, मोबाइल को कम देखिए, delete your apps, check how many times you pick up your phone in 1 hour. That's your stress level. Build up your attention span. You can't build up a muscle just by being hopeful, like me reading a book. I read so many books on muscle building. I have to go to a gym. The same way, build up your mind muscle and rekindle friendship. Pick up a phone, talk to people. Phone ही उठा के talk करना है. Why don't you walk and talk to them? This is my mobile number. Some of you can take screenshots. You can just message me if you need it. I'm very active on LinkedIn, and I love to hear your feedback and comments. Thank you so much. It's time up, right? So I'll just unshare the screen. I'll talk to you right now. Any questions, any suggestions? I'd love to hear your feedback. And there we are. Okay, what did I miss? Because there's so many lovely messages. Okay, thank you so much. Cabby Lame has his own brain rot mechanism. I love the idea. I love the fact that you're talking about it. Yes, yes. Thank you, Madhyam. I read some of the comments now. So, any questions, any suggestions? I'm just the same boat, sailing in the same way. My kids, your kids, are teenagers now. We run through the same challenge. Are you picking a mobile phone? What are you listening? Mummy कहती है कुछ सुन लो. But hopefully, little more conscious and will become better. So, any questions, any suggestions, any pointers? Thank you so much. Thank you, Pramila ma'am. We love you for the fact, the value you bring in, how dedicated you are to education, and hopefully we will do our own poll of experiment